Hello to all you wastelanders, and again, welcome to Nuclear Vault Readiness. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to open up the EmComms box here, and I'm going to show you what's inside. So the premise behind this build was to have something that was more so for local comms. So the radio in here is a dual bander, which means it works on the 2 meter and 70 centimeter amateur ham bands. And this is something that would stay in the car. And in the case of not being able to get home and the car is still running, or the car would actually be the camping spot rather, to kind of hunker down, this would be with me, and this would be the forms of communication, in also the case of a grid down in the communications area. So this is an Apache 2800 box, little gearbox, ammo box, whatever you want to call it. I believe I walked out with this just over $30. It's from Harbor Freight. It's on sale at the time. If we open it up here, and inside, you can see that it carries pretty much everything I need to just kind of, again, keep this in the trunk or back seat, wherever. Comes with the egg crate looking foam. It also has some foam on the inside here that you can cut out the squares or to mold the pieces that you need. So the battery is actually sitting in a piece of the foam I cut out. The radio is just sitting on top here. Behind this up here, I went ahead and I added most recently a piece of aluminum foil behind it. That definitely does not make this a foolproof Faraday cage, but I would rather have a little bit of liability insurance if I can't get full coverage. So hopefully that works. There's also a piece of foil at the very bottom of this under the two other layers here of foam. So again, hopefully if it ever came down to it, that little bit of protection would help. The battery over here is a 10 amp, 12 volt EEMB brand battery. I actually did a review on this, my general overview and review of it thus far. You can check that out on the channel as well. The charger for this battery is in here. The alligator clips are right here. The brick for it, which is an AC to DC converter. So I take this, especially even if I'm somewhere that I do get access to an AC outlet, I can at least plug the battery in that way and charge it. I have yet to get a solar setup for this. That's also in the works, and it would definitely be handy in case, again, of a grid down and I'm stuck without a way to charge this and the car battery goes. So the battery is over here. The radio is over here. This is the VTech UV 25x2. Good little mobile radio. It outputs about, or registered. It states that it gets about 25 watts on high power, about 10 watts on low. On the high setting, it does draw 10 amps. It's the 10 amp battery. The microphone is in here. The wires, there is a car cigarette power cord for the radio. I have used it that way. It does work. Doesn't seem to have any issues. And then I have the wire here, kind of homebrewed wire I had to make to plug in for the radio itself and the battery. And you have alligator clips on one end and female disconnects on the other to slip into the plug that is part of the radio there. And there is no coax in here, because the coax that I'm usually using that is connected to the antenna is on a NML mount, which is just hooked up to the trunk or the hatchback part of the car. It has about 15 feet of coax on it, so it's enough to reach the front of the car if I'm using this for mobile or stopped, camping, whatever. I can simply just sit in the back car, pull the coax out, and just put this box on top of the car to use it, and it works like a charm. Have used it mobile. It has been able to reach several repeaters in my area. Not so much. I have not tried to just do a lot of simplex with it, but it does, again, seem to work well for repeaters, just traveling and, again, just basic stops and basic camping. Also, I do not have an extra antenna that I'm carrying in here. But if need be and the car had to be abandoned, there is I have, of course, extra coax that goes in my go bag, and I have a smaller Slim Jim J pole antenna that I can throw in my go bag as well. So this overall would be a little clunky to carry around if you had to start going on foot, but at least it's in I think about as small of a footprint as I can get it for this kind of setup, so you could just open up and go. And again, the box, if I remember correctly, is waterproof and it's definitely dust proof, making sure the gasket stays in and everything is working well and it's fixed and cleaned up on here. You should be good to go. But simple build, not out a lot of money overall. If I had to put this together again, this would definitely run me a little over $100 if I recall. But a very good basic 2 meter, 70 centimeter local comms setup. And I couldn't be happier with my first build. So, well, guys, I hope that inspires you. And if you've got any questions, I'd love to hear from you. Any other comments or concerns about it, love to hear it in the comments below. So until next time, guys, this is Nuka Vault Readiness. Remember to always prepare and keep on getting ready. Till next time.